Welcome to Certigence. In this video, we'll talk about ISO 9001:2015, Clause 8, Operation. This section explains how an organization should plan, control, and manage all the activities needed to provide its products or services effectively. Clause 8.1, Operational Planning and Control. Every organization must plan, implement, and control its processes properly to meet customer requirements. That means, first, understand what your product or service needs to deliver. Second, set clear criteria for how processes will run and what counts as an acceptable result. Third, allocate the right resources, people, equipment, and materials. Then, control the process according to those criteria. Finally, keep records to prove that everything was done as planned and that the final output meets requirements. If something changes, whether planned or unexpected, review the effect of that change and take action if needed. Clause 8.2, Requirements for Products and Services. 8.2.1, Customer Communication. Stay connected with your customers. Communication should include sharing information about your products or services, handling inquiries, contracts, and orders, including any changes, collecting customer feedback and complaints, managing customer property carefully, and setting up contingency plans when needed. 8.2.2 Determining Requirements. Before offering any product or service, make sure all requirements are clearly defined, including legal and regulatory ones, and that your organization can actually deliver what it promises. 8.2.3 Review of Requirements. Before committing to supply, review everything: what the customer wants, any unstated but necessary requirements, legal or regulatory needs, and any internal requirements from your organization. If there's any difference in expectations or changes in the contract, resolve them first. Keep records of this review and any new requirements. 8.2.4 Changes to Requirements. If customer requirements change, make sure documents are updated and everyone involved knows about the change. Clause 8.3, Design and Development. 8.3.1, General. If your organization designs products or services, you must have a proper design and development process in place. 8.3.2, Design and Development Planning Plan. How design will happen by considering how complex and long the design will be, what review and testing stages are needed, who is responsible, what resources are required, how internal and external teams will interact, whether customers need to be involved, and what documentation will prove that requirements were met. 8.3.3 Design Inputs. Collect all necessary design inputs, like functional and performance requirements, lessons from previous designs, legal and regulatory rules, standards or codes to follow, and the risks if the design fails. Make sure all inputs are complete, clear, and consistent. 8.3.4 Design Controls. Control the design process by setting goals and expected results, reviewing if the design meets requirements, verifying the outputs match the inputs, validating that the design works in real conditions, and recording all these activities. 8.3.5 Design Outputs. Design outputs must meet input requirements, be good enough for production or service delivery, include monitoring and acceptance criteria, and clearly define essential product or service characteristics. Keep records of all outputs. 8.3.6 Design Changes. If design changes happen, identify, review, and control them carefully to avoid problems. Record the details, what changed, who approved it, and how impacts were prevented. 8.4 Control of externally provided processes, products, and services. 8.4.1 General. When you buy or outsource anything, make sure suppliers and service providers meet your requirements. Evaluate, select, monitor, and reevaluate them based on their ability to deliver quality. 8.4.2 Type and extent of control. How external providers affect your ability to meet customer requirements. Define what controls you'll apply for both the supplier and their outputs. Decide how to verify that their work meets your expectations. 8.4.3 Information for external providers. Tell your suppliers clearly what you expect, including product or service details, approvals or validations needed, competence of people involved, how you'll monitor performance, and any verification or audits you plan to do at their site. 8.5 Production and Service Provision. 8.5.1 Control of production and service work must happen under controlled conditions, meaning instructions and specifications are available, monitoring and measuring tools are used, checks are done at key stages, the right infrastructure and environment are provided, qualified people are assigned, human errors are prevented, and all release and delivery activities are properly planned. 8.5.2 Identification and Traceability. Identify products or services clearly so you know their status and history. If traceability is required, maintain proper documentation. 8.5.3 Customer or supplier property. Take care of any property belonging to customers or suppliers. If it's lost or damaged, inform them and record the incident. 8.5.4 Preservation. Keep products safe during production, storage, and delivery so that they stay in good condition. 8.5.5 Post-delivery activities. Even after delivery, some responsibilities may continue, like warranty, maintenance, or feedback. The extent of post-delivery support depends on legal requirements, potential risks, product lifetime, customer needs, and customer feedback. 8.5.6 Control of changes. If changes occur during production or service, review and approve them properly. Record what changed, who authorized it, and what actions were taken. Clause 8.6 Release of products and services. Before delivering to the customer, make sure all checks are completed and results meet requirements. Keep proof that the product passed inspections and who approved the release. Clause 8.7 Control of non-conforming outputs. If something doesn't meet requirements, identify it clearly, prevent it from being used or sent out, decide on actions like correction, return, or customer notification, get approval if it's accepted under concession, and keep records of what went wrong and how it was fixed. Clause 8 ensures your organization consistently delivers quality by planning, controlling, reviewing, and correcting all operational activities from start to finish. It's all about doing things right, documenting them well, and improving continuously. Thank you.